This is taking forever.
So, I've been quiet for a few days, and there's a reason. I needed to figure out what the heck is happening on Hallmark, more specifically on When Calls the Heart. Guys, we need to talk about Nathan Grant's endless failed proposal attempts. He's always been overly cautious, and now it's playing out all over again. I still remember when this man couldn't even articulate the fact that he was in love with Elizabeth. Allie literally had to hand deliver the words to him like a script. And now, in season 13, he's still dragging out these gazing games they both play. The staring contest, we get it, you have eyes. You look at each other. But at this point, their staring contests have lasted longer than some actual marriages. Everyone is expecting a wedding, but Nathan is still working through it like he's solving a cold case. Nathan, buddy, it's a proposal, not a 500-page deposition. The fans are ready for the altar, and you're still stuck on the porch steps. And let's be real, you've been on those steps so long that the calendar is literally leaving you behind. Speaking of calendars, yesterday was March 18th, which means it was officially Kevin McGarry's birthday. Happy belated birthday, Kevin. You're another year older and another year wiser. Yet somehow, your character Nathan Grant is still playing it safe at his big age. At this rate, little Jack might be old enough to be your best man before the proposal even happens. Nathan, the greatest gift you could give us for your birthday is a bended knee and a coherent sentence. I'm not just being grumpy because I'm hungry for birthday cake. I've done the math. We are in season 13, episode 11, and Nathan is still treating a proposal like he's trying to disarm a tactical explosive in a dark room. It's not romantic anymore. It's a medical mystery. How can two people share this many meaningful glances without one of them getting a muscle cramp in their eye? To prove my point, let's look at the top 5 absolute worst stalling tactics we've had to endure just this season. The ring heist, the pottery class incident, episode 10. Nathan, a literal detective, can't figure out a ring size. So what do? A pottery class heist. Allie has to trick Elizabeth into pressing her hand into clay like they're in kindergarten. Nathan, you track outlaws for a living. Just look at the jewelry box while she's at school. It's not Mission Impossible. It's a Sunday afternoon. The drip test legal drama. Just as things are getting sweet, we get dragged into a courtroom for 3 episodes to talk about Pioneer Electric and drip tests. I'm sorry, is this When Calls the Heart or Law and Order? Hope Valley? I didn't tune in for contract law. I tuned in for a diamond. The Blessing Detour, bringing back Charlotte Thornton and Brooke Shields, was a total power move, but it was also a tactical delay. We spent 2 whole episodes waiting for Nathan to get the blessing. Bro, even Jack's ghost is probably up there saying, just ask her already. I'm tired of watching this from the clouds. The Inconvenient Child. Suddenly little Jack wants to go on overnight campouts and hike through the woods every time Nathan has a free evening. I love LJ, but he's becoming the ultimate chaperone. Every time Nathan looks like he's going to drop to one knee, a child appears with a bug bite or a question about geography. The Aster Flower Obsession. In the most recent episode, Nathan says he's waiting for the asters to bloom because they're Elizabeth's favorite. Nathan, it is 1920-something. We don't have time to wait for the local flora to cooperate. At this rate, they'll be engaged just in time for the invention of the internet. Even the professional critics are starting to lose their cool, too. TV Insider and TV Fanatic have both pointed out that Hallmark is dragging this out to the absolute limit. TV Fanatic's most recent review was blunt, saying it was too much to think we'd get a proposal in the same episode Nathan bought the ring. They are predicting that if the proposal doesn't happen during the Harvest Festival this Sunday, the backlash from the Hardys might actually reach the governor's office. And if you want the various theories, go to r/When Calls the Heart. The subreddit is currently a war zone of theories. User HardyFan88 went viral this week saying, if Nathan gets interrupted by another telegram or a local emergency in the finale, I am throwing my TV into the pond. Then you have the Team Lucas holdouts who are watching this delay and laughing. They're over there on Reddit pointing out that Lucas Bouchard managed to propose, build a library, and run for governor in the time it's taken Nathan to look at a ring. The chemistry versus commitment debate is at an all-time high, and Nathan is currently losing the commitment race. I'm still holding on to a glimmer of hope that the moment they've been hyping all season is finally the one we were promised, and not just another Hallmark mislead. But let's be honest, after all these delay tactics, I have serious doubts that this engagement will be anything close to spectacular. At this point, it feels like we're just checking a box. Since the writers have led us to this cliffhanger, I suppose we're supposed to be grateful they're even getting engaged, if it actually happens. But this is Hope Valley. Half the town already knows. This moment deserves to be legendary, not just a footnote. If we've waited this long, we deserve a masterpiece, not just a participation trophy. Honestly, since Nathan couldn't even figure out a ring size without a private investigator and a pottery class, I'm fully prepared for this moment to be underwhelming. Still, fans deserve more than a checkbox engagement. We deserve a proposal story worth remembering. When you look back at the legacy of this show, Jack's proposal was iconic and Lucas's was grand. For Elizabeth's story to truly come full circle, this proposal needs to outshine them both. Anything less is a disservice to her character. The ball is in your court, Hallmark. This Sunday is it. Give us the moment we were promised, or give us a new hobby, because I'm one more meaningful glance away from trading in my remote for a gardening kit and never looking back. What do you think, Hearties? Is the wedding going to be a season 14 drag? Or are we finally getting our happy ending? Let me know in the comments.